So take a good scan of your body, see how you're feeling today after your wind-blown weekend.
Yes.
And shoulders are relaxed. We're going to do some alternate nasal breathing today. We'll do 3 each nostril. And ready as you exhale, soften the shoulders and get all the air out so you really work the lungs. That's the goal of this exercise, and to balance and center us. So closing the eyes, closing one nostril, big inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Changing sides. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Changing. And we'll do two sequences on each side in your own time. Find your regular breath through the nose. And we're going to lift our arms, engage the fingers, turn them inside out, and we're going to shift to the right, opening the ribs, back to center, to the left, back to center, to the right, back to center, and to the left. Release the arms, and we're going to do 2 cleansing breaths. Big inhale, and through the mouth. Inhale, and exhale. Twisting to the right, nice tall spine, leverage with your back fingers, pushing the heart forward here, shoulders back. One more breath. Bring the right hand to the left hand on the right knee, torso facing the right, as you bring the head slowly down to the right knee. Shoulders are away from ears. Feel the torso twisting, engage the core. Roll up facing the right, all the way up and back to center. Big inhale and exhale. Twisting to the left. Bring the left hand to the right hand on the left knee, facing the left. Bring the head down. It won't go far. You want to keep the sit bones on the mat. Rolling up, facing the left. And back to center. Big inhale. And exhale. Right hand reaches out. Left hand reaches high. Up and over. Really feel those ribs opening. Keep that upper arm as high as possible. Taking it into a right twist. Lengthening the spine, shoulders back, looking behind. One more breath. Back to center. Big inhale. And exhale, soften the shoulders. Left hand reaches out, right hand reaches high, up and over, side stretch. If you want to look up, you can. You get the neck a little bit going. Taking it into a left twist, lengthening spine. One more breath. Back to center. Cat-cow, holding the knees. So exhale down, chin to chest. Inhale, push those shoulders back, push the heart forward, head up. Exhale down, contracting the core. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. One more time. Exhale down. Inhale up. Back to our center, shoulders down, and changing sides. So sitting nice and tall. We are asymmetrical, so one side may feel more normal than the other. This is my abnormal side. Sitting tall, big inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Hands, palms up behind, and rolling down slowly. Let the head get heavy. Contract the core. And just relax over, really releasing the spine, the lower back. Reach through your fingers, you get a little deeper stretch. Keeping the head down, bring those arms forward onto your forearms, palms up, heavy head, shoulders away from ears. Hands to the knees, tuck in the elbows, come into a diagonal spine, pushing the heart forward, head in line with the spine. Shoulders back. And back to center. Big inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Left hand reaches over and reaches for the right ear. Open the elbow, shoulders down as you bring that ear closer to the shoulder. Feel the stretch in the neck. Sitting nice and tall, don't collapse the core. And release, back to center. And right hand reaches over to the left ear. Open the elbow as you bring it to the right shoulder. One more breath. And come back to center. Big inhale. And exhale, soften the shoulders. And we're going to rotate the head very slowly. Really, let's work that neck. So, to chin to chest. You can close your eyes if you want. To this left side. Very slowly. Shoulders are down. Core engaged. All the way back. To the right side. And back to chin to chest. To the right side, nice and slow. All the way back. To the left side. And all the way down. Back to center. Big inhale. And exhale. Left hand reaches out. Right hand reaches high. Side stretch. All the way over. Try and get that upper arm high, shoulders down, looking up if you want. Keep those sit bones even on the mat. Breathing through the nose evenly. Taking it into a left twist, lengthening the spine, rolling it, shoulders back. And back to center. Big inhale and exhale. Right hand reaches out, left hand up and over. And one more breath. Into a right twist, lengthening, looking behind. And back to center. 2 cleansing breaths, opening the arms. Big inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Hands in our mudra. Index fingers are pointing out, up, but we're going to point them forward, and we're going to extend the spine, coming out of our hips, really reaching through our arms and our spine. One more breath. Onto your forearms, heavy head. Shoulders away from ears here. And rolling up slowly, vertebra by vertebra, all the way back to our center, sitting nice and tall, shoulders relaxed. Integrating the fingers behind you and lifting them as high as you can, lengthening the spine. Feel those shoulder blades waking up. One more breath. Release the hands, palms up behind you, and rolling down one more time, heavy head. Reach through the fingers. One more breath. Keeping the head down, bring your hands, your arms all the way forward onto your fingertips on the mat, fingertips on the mat, and really lengthening the spine here. Head in line with the spine. Coming onto your forearms, heavy head, shoulders away from ears. Keeping the head down, interlace the fingers behind your back, reaching them as high as you can. Keeping them interlaced, roll up, vertebra by vertebra, keeping the hands connected to a nice tall spine, pushing the heart forward here. Shoulder blades are waking up. One more breath. Back to center, shoulders down, big inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Little bit warmed up, good. Let's get onto all fours into tabletop. Spread the fingers, hands beneath shoulders, knees beneath hips, feet in line with the knees. And, if you want to work it a little bit further, you turn the inside of your elbows towards the front. Core is engaged. We're going to do cat-cow. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Back to our center, walking the hands forward, shoulder width apart into puppy pose. Really lifting up those hips, reaching through the arms, shoulders away from ears. Press down on the tops of the feet for a little extra stretch. Breathe into it nice and even through the nose. One more breath. Coming onto your forearms nice and wide, hands in line with your elbows, coming onto your right temple, lifting the hips. Press down on the tops of the feet. One more breath. Slowly change to the other side, other temple. One more breath. Push your way back into tabletop, checking your alignment. 2 cat-cows. Inhale up. Exhale down. Get that spine moving. Inhale up. Exhale down. Back to our center. Thread the needle, starting with the right hand. Inhale the right hand up and thread it through, coming onto the right temple, extending the left arm above your head, lifting the hips. Breathe into it. Push the heart to the mat. One more breath. Slowly make your way back to tabletop. Taking alignment, 2 cat-cows. Inhale up, shoulders back. Exhale down. Inhale and exhale. Back to center. Left hand reaches up. Inhale and threads through, coming onto the left temple, extending the right arm, lifting the hips. Breathe into it. One more breath. Make your way back into tabletop. 2 cat-cows. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale and exhale. Extend your feet so you're in plank. Nice strong core. Pushing through the back heels. Strong arms. Try and turn those inner elbows towards the front. One more breath. And slowly come down. Push from your toes. Come through chaturanga, but stay down. And bring your arms to your side, palms down. So the legs are extended. Here the shoulders are, try and put some consciousness into your shoulders so they don't just flop down. Keep them engaged. And we're going to lift just the head, the chin rather, and bring it down. Lift the chin and bring it down. One more time. Chin up, chin down. This time we're going to lift the chin and the hands. And down. Bring it up. And down. Bring it up. And down. One more time. Up and down. This time we're going to keep our hands down, but we're going to lift our chin and our legs. Lift it up and down. Up and down. Up and down. One more time. Up and down. Take a moment to catch our breath And now we're going to lift all the limbs and the chin at the same time. Ready? Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Make a pillow with your hands, one hand over the other, elbows are nice and wide. Put your forehead down on your hand, your pillow. And let's just windshield wiper our legs. Face the legs down. Come onto your forearms nice and wide. Lift up and bring the knees as open as you can. If you can get your head down, so you're on your right temple, great. You're really trying to work, open the hips and the inner thighs here. Try to relax in this position. Let gravity do the work. One more breath. Changing sides to the left temple. One more breath. Make your way into our seated position one more time. Sitting tall. If you're ready for lotus or half lotus, great. If not, great. Just sit tall. Sit bones are even. Shoulders are relaxed. Core is engaged. And we're going to take 7, inhale for 7 and exhale for 7. So you can close your eyes if you like. Inhale. Exhale slowly with control. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Open the eyes, find your regular breath, and let's twist to the right. One more breath. Back to center and to the left. One more breath. Back to center. Rolling down. Come onto your forearms, heavy head. Should feel a little bit easier now. Extending the arms onto your fingertips, reaching forward, pushing the heart to the mat. Shoulder blades are trying to really connect. Coming out of those hip sockets, engage the core. One more breath. Back onto your forearms, heavy head. Shoulders away from ears, core is engaged. Keeping the head down, interlace the fingers behind you, reaching the arms high. And using your core muscles, roll up, keeping those hands connected. Nice tall spine, shoulder blades connecting. Big inhale, exhale, and release. Changing sides, so other leg is in front, sitting nice and tall. Hands to the knees, relaxing shoulders. Big inhale and exhale. Twisting to the left. Really leverage with your back fingers. Really feel that torso twisting, massaging the inner organs. Back to center. Big inhale and exhale. One more time, rolling down onto your forearms, heavy head. Reaching those arms forward onto your fingertips, lengthening the spine and the arms. Breathe into it. One more breath. Back onto your forearms, heavy head, shoulders away from ears. Interlace the fingers behind the back, reaching them high. And roll up using those core muscles. Last thing to come up is the head. Keep those hands connected. Feel those shoulder blades really connecting now. One big inhale. Exhale. And back to our center. Shoulders relaxed. Take a couple of breaths here. So whichever foot is in front, it's going to be swinging all the way back to the back. We're going into pigeon. So the right, for me, it's the right knee is bent. The hips are square. Make a pillow with your hands. Open those elbows. Reach through that back leg, the left leg. You can curl your back toes for a little deeper stretch, but the hips need to stay square. That's the alignment here. Breathe into it. One more breath. Coming into high pigeon, hands are shoulder width apart and square, as are the hips. Looking up, reach through that back leg. Now, for those who want to try this, bend that back leg and try and connect your hand to that ankle and push the ankle against that hand. Release your hand and bring that leg down slowly, and moving onto your right hip, or whichever hip is the back hip, and coming into our usual position with our foot in our inner thigh and our other leg is extended and flexed. Knees should be facing ceiling, toes pointing to the ceiling, sitting tall and rolling down onto your forearms, heavy head. Sit bones stay equal on the mat. Keep that foot flexed. If the hamstring is tight, bend the knee a little bit, but keep it facing the ceiling. Shoulders away from ears. One more breath. Rolling up slowly, use those core muscles. Coming to our center, shoulders down. Bringing that left hip back, torso facing the left. Open the arms, reach them high, and nose to knee. One more breath. Keeping the torso facing left, hands on either side of the knees, and elongate into a diagonal spine, shoulders back, heart pushing forward, head in line with the spine. and back to center. Big inhale and exhale. One more time. Bring that left hip back, torso to the left. Open the arms, reaching high and nose to knee. For those who want to do double twist, go ahead. Keep that foot flexed. If you're in a double twist, come back to nose to knee. Hands on either side of the knee, elongating into a diagonal spine. Lengthen that spine. And back to center. Big inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. So this time the left knee will be bent and the right leg will be elongated behind into pigeon. Open the elbows, shoulders away from ears. Keep those hips square, shoulders square. Push through that back leg. One more breath. Coming into high pigeon, checking your alignment. Shoulders are square, hips are square, head up. For those who want to, bend that back leg, capture it in your hand, and push against it. Release with control, and roll onto that left hip. Oh, did I do the same? Oh no, that's right. Sitting nice and tall. Take a moment to catch your breath. That right leg, that hamstring is tight, so modify if you need to. Rolling down, heavy head, coming onto your forearms. Shoulders away from ears, breathe into it. Rolling up slowly using the core muscles. Take your time. All the way back to our center. Shoulders relaxed. Big inhale. And exhale. Bring that right hip back. Torso facing the right. Open the arms, reaching high, nose to knee. One more breath. Hands on either side of that right knee, extending over the right in the diagonal torso. Feel that torso twisting. Back to center. Big inhale. And exhale. One more time. Bring that right hip back. Hands up and over. Double twist if you like. Those in double twist come nose to knee. Hands on either side of that knee, extending into a diagonal spine, shoulders back, core engaged. And back to center. Shoulders square, hips are square, big inhale. And exhale. Both legs open now. Sitting tall on your sit bones. Feet are flexed, knees facing the ceiling, rolling down onto your forearms, heavy head. Nice, even breathing through the nose. One more breath. Reaching for your toes or your ankles, wherever you are today, into a diagonal spine. Engage the core, shoulders back, heart pushing towards the mat. Keep those feet nice and flexed. Lengthen the spine. One more breath. Rolling up. Sitting tall. Big inhale. And exhale. Into our mudra. Index fingers pointing forward and extending again through the arms and the spine. Lengthening as far as you can. One more breath. Onto your forearms, heavy head. Shoulders away from ears. Reaching for your toes or your ankles into the diagonal spine. Core very engaged here, shoulders back. And rolling up back to our center, shoulders down, relax the elbows. Big inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's just move those legs back and forth, releasing the hips a little bit. And we're going to come into our first yogi squat of the day. Onto your belly point, toes, heavy head. Arms are just relaxed. Shoulders are away from ears. Rolling up if you can, keeping your focus and your balance. Hands in prayer to the third eye. Bring the hands down, bring the knees parallel, and push up into full forward fold. Nice generous bend, heavy head. Interlace the fingers behind the back, reaching them high. We're pretty warmed up, so it should feel pretty good. Straighten up those legs. Hinging at the hips here. Release the hands and walk them forward into downward dog. Lifting the hips, press down on the heels, lengthen the arms. From downward dog, we're going into three-legged dog. So lift the right leg up, keeping the hips square. Bring that right leg all the way through between the hands into a deep lunge. Hips square, shoulders back, shoulders square, knee over ankle. Hands flat, shoulder width apart, back into plank. Push through the back heel, strong core. One more breath. Walk those feet forward, back into downward dog. Three-legged dog, lifting the left leg this time. Hips are square, press down on that right heel. Bring that left foot all the way through between the hands into low lunge. Pressing through the back heel. And back into plank. This time walk the feet forward all the way. And then you come into a nice deep bend, bend knees and straighten the knees into full forward fold. Half forward fold, lengthen the spine, shoulders back, head in line with the spine. Full forward fold. And roll up slowly. Just change the angle here a bit. Okay, here we are in Tadasana, back to two-legged creatures. Standing tall, we're going to do 2 cleansing breaths. Big inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Right into warrior 2. So finding hips slightly diagonal, front foot is pointing forward, back foot is about a 45, bending into that front knee, open wide. 4 breaths. Long diagonal, reaching over, lift that upper arm, shoulders down. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Warrior 2. Reaching forward a little bit into triangle, 6 breaths. Nice long spine here, long arms, push the heart forward, table back. Back to warrior 2. Shoulders down. Straighten up, wide parallel, rolling down, hanging over, interlace the fingers, reaching them high. Hinging at the hips here. Try and bring that crown of the head closer to the mat. Don't roll on your feet. Keep the push into the big toe and the heel. Release the hands and roll up slowly. Back to center. And in the center, relax the shoulders. Core is engaged. Buttocks is engaged. Core is engaged. Big inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Warrior 2 on the other side. Finding your alignment. Pressing into that deep, deep knee. Open wide, 4 breaths. Long diagonal. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Really reaching high, reach down your leg. Looking up if you want or looking down, whatever works today. Warrior 2. Reaching forward into triangle, 6 breaths. Warrior two. Straighten up, wide parallel, engage the core as you roll down, hanging over, interlace the fingers, reaching them high. Release the hands and roll up slowly. Back to our center, shoulders relaxed. Big inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Okay, we're going really fast now. So we're going to do one breath in each position, warrior two, but we'll do 3 in triangle. So starting, bending into that front knee, open wide, long parallel side, back to warrior one, reverse, warrior two, reaching forward, triangle. Warrior two, wide parallel, rolling down, hanging over. Interlace the fingers, reaching high, 3 breaths. Release the hands and roll up slowly. Back to our center, shoulders down. Inhale and exhale. Warrior two on the other side, bending deep. Long diagonal. Back to warrior two. Reaching back into reverse. And warrior two. Reaching forward into triangle. Warrior two. And through center, rolling down, hanging over, and just catch your breath here. Rolling up, back to center, shoulders down. Okay, warrior one. 3 breaths in each position, and then we'll do 4 in triangle. Hips are square. Don't roll on the back foot. Keep it nice and strong. Bending deep in the front knee. Shoulders down, hands up. Straighten up, wide arms, coming down nose to knee. Reaching up into triangle. 6 breaths. Back to nose to knee. Heavy head. Bending to that front knee, finding your way back into warrior one. And coming through center, wide parallel, rolling down, hanging over. Interlace the fingers, reaching high, 3 breaths. Release the hands, rolling up slowly. Back to our center, big inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Warrior one on the other side, bending deep. Try not to roll on the back leg, hands up. Straighten up, wide arms, coming down, nose to knee. Triangle, long spine here, looking up, shoulders back. Push the heart forward. Back to nose to knee. Bending into that front leg, coming all the way back up. Hands up. Straighten up, wide parallel, rolling down, hanging over, interlace the fingers, reaching them high, 3 breaths. Release the hands and roll up slowly. All the way. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Okay, 1 breath, each asana, and then 3 in triangle. Keep those hips square, shoulders down, bending into the front leg, hands up. Open wide, nose to knee. Triangle. Nose to knee. Bend into that front leg, back into warrior 1. Straighten up, wide parallel, rolling down, hanging over. Just hang over for a while. And rolling up. Coming back to our last side. Checking alignment. Bending into that front knee. Maybe you can get a little deeper now. Wider between the 2 legs. And hands up. Straighten leg, open wide, nose to knee. And 3 breaths. Triangle. Nose to knee. Bend the front leg back into warrior 1. And straighten out. Walk the feet in, so we're back into Tadasana. Standing tall. 2 cleansing breaths. Engage the core and the buttocks here. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Very nice. Okay, we're pretty warmed up now. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of balancing. We're going to go into chair position. So you've got a very strong core here. Shoulders are back. Don't arch the back. You've got to keep a strong core here. Cross thigh over thigh. Hands can be wherever you want. Try to bend even deeper if you can. Coming back out. Through Tadasana. Inhale. Exhale. Into chair. Checking your core. Shoulders back. Crossing thigh over thigh on the other side. If you lose your balance, you can put your toe down. Try and find your focus. Whoops, I'm a little bit off balance this side today. It's okay. Happens. Coming back out. Back to center. Inhale. Exhale. And we're going to try that one more time. Maybe get a little deeper. Into chair. Crossing thigh over thigh. If you really got your focus, you can hook your foot around your ankle. I'm not going to try that today. Coming out, back through Tadasana. Big inhale and exhale. Bending into chair. Crossing thigh over thigh. Keep your focus. Coming out. And well done. Very nice. Okay. Into Tadasana. Shoulders down. Finding our focus. We're going to go into tree. Straight into tree. In your own time, hands can be where you want. 10 breaths. Coming out, well done. Finding Tadasana, find your focus, big inhale, exhale, and other side in your own time. Coming out, well done, shake it out. And we're going to do some salutation A, but we're going to stay down. Starting in Samastitihi. Big inhale up. Exhale down, full forward fold. Half forward fold, inhale. Exhale, full fold. Into plank, back into plank here. Strong arms, push through the heels. Chaturanga, elbows down and into up dog or cobra. From here, bend the knees, sit back on your heels, open up those knees and extend through the arms into modified Balasana, pushing the heart to the mat. We're pretty warm, so it should feel really good to take a break in this position. One more breath. Walk your hands back, bring your knees together, and we're going to sit on our haunches. I'm going to change the angle one more time, sorry. Okay. Sitting on your haunches, nice and tall. Shoulders back, core is engaged. We're going to try and do camel. So from here, hands come behind you onto your soles of your feet or further back, whatever works for you. And we're going to lift up those hips and push out shoulder blades together, head back. Lift those hips. Slowly down with control. Take your time. Coming through center and into Balasana, hands by your side. Heavy head. Rolling up slowly. Nice tall spine, core engaged. One more time. Hands come behind, pushing up those hips. Shoulder blades connecting, shoulder blade, shoulders back, head back. One more breath. Slowly down with control. Coming through center and relaxing all the way down. Rolling up. This time we're putting our hands, spreading the fingers, curling the toes. So we're kind of in our yogi squat, our easy yogi squat. Hands are shoulder width apart. Core is very engaged. We're going to try crane. So again, take your time, lift the hips, lift the head. One toe off, two toe to absorb. Coming down one toe at a time and relax your head. Catch your breath. And we'll try that one more time. Lifting the hips, lifting the head. One toe, two toes. Coming down slowly And back to our heavy head. Take your hands behind you and bring the soles of the feet together, quite far from your body, and just let the head drop as you gently hold your toes. Releasing that lower back a little bit. Rolling up. And bring those feet, toes pointing forward. Lengthen the spine here. Shoulders are back. Flex the feet. Push the heels out. Heels are in line with the hips. Open up the arms. Reaching high. And reach down for your toes or your ankles wherever you are. Lengthen into a diagonal spine. Pushing the shoulders back. The core is engaged. Big inhale. And exhale. Bring the feet down and the head down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and hold. Straighten up. And we're going to lean back slightly. Lift those heels off the floor into modified boat. You can point your toes or keep them flexed. You can straighten the legs or keep them bent. Up to you. Here's boat. Hold it. Hold it. Hold. Hold. And let's go up and down with the toes. Really working the core here. Keep the breath even. Bring both legs up and bring them all the way about 2 inches above the floor and bring them up and bring them down. Up and down, up, down. One more. Up, down. Bend the knees, feet on the floor, and let the head rest between your knees. From here, rolling up and rolling down. Contract the core as you roll down onto the ground, extending the legs. Bring both knees into chest. Give yourself a big, deserved hug. Oof. Sorry, I've got a bit over. And extend the legs one more time. Bring the soles of the feet together. Engage the core here so the pelvis is slightly tilted. Let the knees relax. Let gravity do that work. Open the arms wide. Nice long neck here. And just do some deep breaths here. Cross elbow over elbow, lifting the elbows as high as you can. Get deep in the shoulder. One more breath. Open up those arms and cross the other way, lifting the elbows. One more breath. Open up those arms and extend the legs all the way down, keeping them engaged. Engage the core here as you bring the right knee into chest. Give it a big hug. Bend the left knee and cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Keep the sit bones and the hips straight under that. As you lift off that left foot, interlace behind the left thigh, bring it closer with every exhale. Straighten up that left leg. And flex and point. Try to go through demi point. Really work the ankle and the toes. Keeping the foot flexed. Inhale, exhale, bring that thigh close to the chest. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Place that foot down just below the buttock. Cross thigh over thigh. Open the arms wide. Hook, if you want, around the left ankle. See that your neck is nice and long and relaxed. Move the hips slightly to the right, both knees over to the left. Extend through that right arm. If you want to hold the knees with your left arm, you may. Gazing towards the right. Feel that torso twist. Breathe into it. One more breath. Undo all the way back to our original position. Both legs are extended. Bringing the left knee into chest. Big hug. Bending the right knee in line with the buttock. Crossing left ankle over right thigh. Lift off that right foot. Interlace behind the right thigh. Bring it closer. Straighten up the right leg. Go through demi and flex. Keeping the leg flexed. Inhale, exhale, bring it closer. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Watch the back of the neck. Exhale, place that left right foot down just beneath the buttock. Crossing thigh over thigh. Open the arms wide. Hooking around the ankle if you want. Long neck here as you move the hips slightly to the left. Both knees over to the right. And extending through the left arm. Gazing towards the left. Breathe into it. One more breath. Rolling back. Undo. Bring both knees into chest. Big hug. Gentle rock side to side. And we're going to end the class with a choice of either the bridge, doing a couple of bridges on your own, or if you want to do a shoulder stand into plow, I'll lead the way with that. But I think you all know bridge very well. Feet need to be grounded down, hips need to be lifted. You can interlace your fingers behind the back or by your side or above your head in your own time. Those who want to try shoulder stand, bringing the knees to chest, lifting up those hips, extending the legs all the way to the sky, getting high on your shoulders. Take those legs slowly over your head towards the floor. Take your time. Breathe evenly. Hands can be connected behind your back. If your toes hit the floor, really try to lift up even higher on your shoulders. If you want to bring your knees to your ears into spider, Feel free, and you can thread your arms through your inner knees if you want a little deeper stretch. Now coming back into clouds, pushing high on your shoulders, pushing through the heels of your feet. And now coming down vertebra by vertebra with control. If you're in bridge, extend the legs all the way down. And going into Shavasana here. So closing the eyes, relaxing those feet, let them flop open, relax the ankles. The thighs, the knees, the hips, those ribs, we worked pretty hard today. The whole spine, let it melt into the mat. Arms can be wherever you like today. Open palms to receive energy, connecting your own energy by connecting your thumb and index finger. If you feel vulnerable, right hand on heart, left hand on belly, relax the elbows open, relax the shoulders, nice long relaxed neck, and all those facial muscles, let them just melt away into your face. Maybe put a little smile on your lips because you showed up and took care of yourself today, worked it hard. Find your regular breath and let go. Very gently bring your awareness back to your bodies. And when you're ready, find your way to a fetal position and rest. And when you're ready, make your way back to where we started. Seated, sitting nice and tall, hands to heart center, shoulders relaxed. Wishing you all a very happy summer solstice, which is coming up soon, and a great 4th of July. I shall be missing you, hoping you are practicing without me. I'll be back on the 9th of July, and I'll be starting to teach again on Friday the 11th. So have a great 3 weeks. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.
Namaste. Safe travels, Naomi. We'll miss you.
Thanks very much.
Thank you
Appreciate
so
it.
much.
Bye.
Thank you. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a great
Bye-bye.
trip.
Thank you. Thanks for being
Have a
here. Be
safe
well,
trip.
everybody. Take care.
Safe trip.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. Take
Bye.
care.